pinaglalagyan kay Miss Alice Go? Air condition ba? How big is the space?
7 security doon sa compound ng...
Sandali po. You're not answering my question, Colonel. Tanong ko lang po, hindi pa ako pumunta doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang tinatanong ko po, anong kondisyon ng room o detention cell or facility na inalalagay si Alice Go?
Ito ang Istorya Pinas.
Oh my God! Grabe to. Bakit ganito ang pakitungo ng mga pulis kay Alice Go? Kanilang custody, merong special treatment na ginagawa na dapat ay patas ang pinapakita na walang bias sa mga ordinaryong nakukulong o preso sa kulungan. Iba sa interpellation ni Congressman Paduano na di umano bakit 45 na police personnel ang escort ng nag-iisang Alice Go lang maka-attend sa hearing ng Quadcom sa Kongreso. Kung susumahin natin ang sahod ng isang araw ng isang ordinaryong pulis ay aabot ng 29,000 pesos sa isang buwan o mahigit 1,000 bawat araw, at 45 police personnel ay mahigit 45,000 pesos ang nagagasta ng gobyerno para lang sa seguridad ni Alice Go. Oh my God! Grabe to. Bakit ganito tayo sa mga personalidad na di umano may sala o may pribilehiyo pa na mag-isa sa isang kwarto sa kulungan, pero tayong mahihirap kung makukulong, nakikipagsiksikan pa sa piitan na halos hindi na makahiga? Ikaw ka-istorya, tama lang ba na parang isang private motel na merong ceiling fan at malambot na kama ang di umano detention room ni Alice Go? Bakit hindi parihas sa mga mamayang Pilipino na nakakulong na nakipagsiksikan para pagbayaran nila ang kanilang kasalanan sa ating bansa? Lumabas na ang warrant of arrest ni Alice Go sa Pasig RTC. Ang kaso niya dito ay isang certified human trafficking na no bail. Naibalik na sa Pilipinas ang death penalty sa ating bansa. Sino-sino kaya ang unang mapapatawan ng bitay? Kaya ayon pa ng mga dismayadong madlang netizen, kung ganito tayo sa Pilipinas na gumagastos tayo ng libo-libo para lang sa isang nagkasala, dapat mabulok na yan sa kulungan na may pakita na meron matibay na batas ang Pilipinas. Dapat isama na sa mga co-inmates para maranasan niya ang hirap sa kulungan. Walang ceiling fan, walang kumot, walang malambot na higaan, nakipagsiksikan. Bakit may special treatment? Dapat na maibalik na ang death penalty at unang hahatulan na yan si Alice Go para hindi na pamarisan.
Confirm that tomorrow there will be a hearing for Miss Alice Go.
Yes, Your Honor. We received order from Branch 282 RTC Valenzuela City directing the Headquartered Support Service to bring the accused Alice Go before the said court for the scheduled arraignment and pre-trial, Your Honor.
Matanong ko lang po, ano bang sitwasyon doon sa custodial facility ng PNP? Yung pinaglalagyan kay Miss Alice Go, air condition ba? How big is the space?
Yes, Your Honor. Considering considering Your Honor na yung mga nadidetain sa custodial facility are high risk saka high profile na detainees, so we have a 24/7 security doon sa compound ng
Sandali po. You're not answering my question, Colonel. Ang tanong ko lang po, hindi pa ako pupunta doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang tinatanong ko po, anong kondisyon ng room o detention cell or facility na inalalagay si Cassandra Ong? Alice Go.
Your Honor, sa condition po ni Ms. Alice Go, meron po treated po siya as a regular or ordinary person deprived of liberty. Meron po siyang isang room, maliit na room, meron siyang isang higaan, meron siyang isang ceiling fan, at sa loob ng maliit na room na yon, Your Honor, doon na rin po yung comfort room niya, Your Honor.
Do you allow her to have her cell phone?
Please, can you repeat, Your Honor?
Pinapayagan niyo ba na may cellphone si Cassandra Ong?
Your Honor,
Alice Go.
Strictly prohibited, Your Honor, lahat po ng electronic gadgets, Your Honor, to include yung cell phones and radios and other electronic gadgets, Your Honor.
Sa ngayon, sigurado ka wala siyang cellphone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Alice Go, wala kang cellphone.
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
So, hindi siya pinapayagan na tumawag. Yung visitation pala,
Yes, Your Honor.
ang schedule, paano?
During weekdays, Your Honor, ang schedule po ng visitation is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And during weekdays, Your Honor, it will start from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
From 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes, Your Honor. During weekdays, Your Honor.
Weekends,
Weekends, Your Honor, it will start from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Your Honor.
paano yung security niya papunta rito? Kasi, as mentioned by Miss Alice Go, may threat siya. Ilan ba yung security na dala niyo dito sa kanya?
Your Honor, ang security package for the movement of PUPC Alice Go is composed of 45 all PNP personnel, Your Honor.
45.
45, Your Honor.
So, the government is spending that much for Miss Alice Go with 45 security escort. That is the directive coming from your higher-ups.
That is the regular security package every time we have a movement of the persons under PNP custody, Your Honor.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, let me ask na lang po, Mr. Chairman, that the SAA or representative of SAA will visit and check the facility in which Ms. Go is now detained in the PNP custodial facility. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Comsec, can you please coordinate with the SAA and the PNP Custodial Center as to the request of Congressman Paduano? Yes, Congressman Akop.
May I just follow up the question of the Honorable Paduano with the PNP? Ang sabi po ninyo, pag merong hearing yung isang nakadetain po sa inyong facility, 45 police personnel will be deployed. That's a regular or a routine task. Would that be true?
Yes, Your Honor. Yung mga lately na movement namin, pag merong movement po, Your Honor, ang mga person under PNP custody, usually, Your Honor, at least 45 PNP personnel. Ang,
ilan po yung naka-detain ngayon po doon sa inyo?
for Your Honor.
So kung magsabay-sabay na hearing yun, ilan pong personnel ang involved?
So less than 200 PNP personnel, Your Honor.
Ganon. Do you have enough personnel for that task?
For information, Your Honor, the security package is composed of composite
Hindi po-
PNP
hindi,
personnel from
Colonel.
other units also, Your Honor.
Colonel, you are not appropriately answering my question. Ang tanong ko lang, kung nagkasabay-sabay ng hearing yung apat, do you have enough personnel? 200 plus, sabi po ninyo. Ano po ang sagot ninyo?
Meron po, Your Honor, kasi
You
we are
have-
supported by other units, Your Honor.
You have enough personnel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, lahat ng nakadetain po doon sa inyong facility. And may I know, sino po yung tatlong nakadetain po doon sa inyo ngayon?
One is Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. The other one, Your Honor, is I forgot the first name, Your Honor, pero siya po si Escorial. And the other one, Your Honor, ay isang foreigner, Your Honor, in the name of Tarik, Your Honor.
And would my presumption be correct na sabihin na ito po ay pursuant to the orders of the court having jurisdiction over these people?
Yes, Your Honor.
May court order lahat yan na doon
Yes, Your
po sa
Honor.
inyo madidetain.
Opo, sir.
Oh, sige. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, lastly, can I proceed, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please proceed.
Mr. Chairman, in relation to the jurisdiction of the resource person, Ms. Alice Go, Mr. Chairman, let me read my manifestation and later I will move for the jurisdiction of Ms. Alice Go. Mr. Chairman, the Joint Committee is very grateful to Presiding Judge Elena Amigo Amano for granting our request for the attendance of former Mayor Alice L. Go alias Go Waping in today's hearing. Mr. Chair, after we have cited Alice Leal Go aka Go Waping in contempt for violating Section 11, Paragraph C of the House of Representatives, Rules of Procedures, governing inquiries in aid of legislation, and ordered to be detained at the House of Representatives until the termination of the congressional inquiry and approval of the committee report thereon in the House plenary. We have learned, as I have said a while ago, that Ms. Go is scheduled to be arraigned by RTC Branch 282, Valenzuela City tomorrow, September 20, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. for criminal cases involving violation of Republic Act 3019. In upholding then their branch courtesy, Mr. Chairman, the House of Representatives will allow to this representation, allow Ms. Go to attend the said hearing. And in the spirit of inter-branch courtesy, Mr. Chairman, and mutual respect between the equal branches of government, there is a need to seek the indulgence of the RTC Branch 282 of Valenzuela City regarding former Mayor Alice L. Go, alias Go Waping, who is currently detained at the Philippine National Police Custodial Center, Camp Crame, by virtue of court order pending the resolution of criminal cases. The House of Representatives, fully cognizant of the court's jurisdiction over Ms. Go and ongoing criminal proceedings, is committed to upholding this principle as we navigate overlapping areas of our respective mandates. And will, in fact, Mr. Chairman, if you have given due courtesy to the office of the Vice President and to the Vice President during the yesterday's hearing on good government, without taking her oath, but still, this House is so lenient by affording the office of the Vice President and the Vice President due courtesy. Now, Mr. Chairman, however, I would like to move that we will write the Honorable RTC Branch 282 in Valenzuela City that after the said hearing, the authority to take custody of the person of Ms. Go be transferred from the Philippine National Police to the House of Representatives. With that, I therefore request for the committee secretariat to prepare and send the letter request to the said RTC. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Ang haba nun. There is a motion as stated by Congressman Paduano and duly seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Now, the next interpellator is Congressman J. Kong Hun.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, dahil natanong na po halos lahat ng katanungan sa ating mga witnesses, pwede ko po bang maidirect ang aking katanungan sa mayor po ngayon ng Banban Tarlac?
Please proceed.
Nasaan po ba si mayor ng Banban Tarlac? Mayor, paano po kayo naging mayor ng ng Banbantarlac? Paano po kayo nakaupo ngayon bilang mayor?
Magandang gabi po sa mga kagalang-galang na mababatas sa kapulungan ito. Ako po yung first consular na...
Naka-oath na po ba kayo?
Opo.
Okay, thank you.
Opo, Your Honor. First consular po as independent noong 2022 election. At nung po yung mayor namin na suspende, nag-acting vice mayor po ako. And then yung pong lumabas yung po ng ombudsman yung kasong ipinail sa amin lahat, ako lang po yung naiwan, Your Honor. Kaya ako po yung naging acting mayor ngayon sa kasalukuyan. August 14 po, nung mag-assume ako ng office and then matatapos po ng November 14, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, paano po kayo, anong dahilan kung bakit po kayo naging naupong mayor at hindi kayo nasuspinde?
Sa pag-issue po ng sunyuan, Your Honor, dun sa letter of no objection, ako lang po yung nag-iisang consular na nag-oppose dun sa pag-issue ng letter of no objection dun sa company na sunyuan.
Bakit po kayo nag-object, Mr. Chair?
Sa dahilan po nung hearing po namin na regular session, wala pong pinapakita sa akin, Your Honor, na kahit anong dokumento na letter of intent, DTI, at naitanong ka rin po kung sino yung may-ari. Wala po silang may pakita sa akin dokumento, Your Honor.
Ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, pumasa po sa council yung mga dokumento nung kumpanya na walang ipinapakitang DTI, letter of intent, o kahit anong dokumento ng kanyang papeles yung kumpanyang nag-apply sa inyo?
Noong po panahon na yon, Your Honor, patapos na po yung session namin at hindi po nakakalendar. Yung request po nila na resolution na letter of no objection. Sa pagkakalong ko po, mindadali po naman kasama namin at nasuspend po yung house rule namin ni Councilor Rainer Rivera at sineconded po ni Councilor Judge Sales. Outnumber po ako sa pagkakataon yun, Honor. Pero kahit nag-iisa po ako, lumaban pa rin po ako at nag-privilege speech. At sabi ko nga po sa do sa minutes of meeting namin, dahil po sa nangyaring nagdaang panahon na ilang beses na raid ng yung kumpanyang Hongsen, nung time ko po, nanaw po ako bilang consular, kaya ayoko na pong mangyari ulit yung nangyaring raid nung nakaraan. Kaya sabi ko nga po, pag-aralan muna namin mabuti dahil yung sa mga nakarang administrasyon, na-raid na po. Kaya lang po, na-outnumber po ako, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, before, na-raid na po siya before?
Opo, Your Honor.
Tingin mo, Mr. Chair, bakit po inaprubahan ng council yung permit ng kumpanya kahit walang DTI, walang letter of intent, wala lahat? Tingin nyo bakit inaprubahan ng council yon? Kasi napaka-pagtataka naman, di ba? Walang mga permit, walang mga dokumento, wala lahat, pero inaprubahan ng council?
Yun din po ang pinagtataka ko, Your Honor, bakit nga po nangyari yung bagay na yon. Hindi ko po malaman kung anong dahilan, bakit po sinuspende yung house rule namin. Hindi ko po alam kung sinong may pakananon o sino yung nag-gutyok para po isuspend yung house rule namin, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, nung bang pagkatapos na ipasa ng council yung dokumento ng kumpanya, meron ka bang nakitang pagbabago sa buhay ng mga konsehal? Meron bang nakabili ng kotse? Meron bang nakabili ng bahay?
Sa bagay na yan, Your Honor, doon sa bahay, wala po akong nakitang pagbabago sa mga kasama namin. Maliban po sa mga kasama kong consular na may mga bagong sasakyan, at hindi ko po alam kung inutang yun sa bangko o car loan po, Your Honor.
So, pagkatapos maipasa, may mga kasamahan ka na nakabili ng kotse?
Hindi ko po masabi na nabili, Your Honor. Basta may nakita po akong pagbabago, baka po car loan yun, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, after po na naipasa ng mga kasama ninyo, hindi po ba kayo kinausap bago na ipasa ni Mayor Alice Go? Hindi kayo kinausap? Hindi kayo sinabihan? Hindi ba siya nakiusap sa inyo para ipasa yung resolusyon?
Hindi ko po nakita yung presence ni Mayor Alice Go noong time na yun, Your Honor. Ang alam ko lang po, may nakikita ko sa mga kasamahan ko na may mga cellphone na hawak. Hindi ko po alam kung bakit po may mga hawak na cellphone, Your Honor. Kaya po nabigla po ako na pinagsabihan ng sekretary namin na i-agenda yung resolution na letter of no objection, Your Honor.
Sa mga konsihal na mga kasama mo, Mr. Chair, sino ang pinakamalapit doon kay Mayor Alice Go?
Alos lahat po sila, Your Honor, maliban po sa akin.
Lahat sila malalapit?
Opo.
Tanong ko lang po kay Vice Mayor. Vice Mayor? Vice Mayor? Vice Mayor, magandang gabi po.
Ay, magandang gabi po, Your Honor.
Tanong ko lang po, Vice Mayor, sa lahat po ng konsihal ng Banban, sino po ang pinakamalapit kay Mayor Alice Go?
Ang alam ko po si Honorable Councilor Rene Rivera.
Sino po ang naglapit sa inyo para aprubahan yung resolusyon para dun sa kumpanya ng Pogo?
Si Rene Rivera po nag-move ng motion to approve ang company po ng Sungyong Technology at nagsuspend po yung house. At sinabi ko po, walang mag-object this motion. And seconded by Judge Sales. Ay wala naman po nag-object, kaya yung motion po is carried and approved.
Siya po yung pinakamalapit na konsihal kay Mayor Alice Go.
Yan po ang pagkaalam ko.
Nagbago po ba ang buhay niya nung maaprubahan niyo yung resolusyon ng Pogo?
Halos the same naman po. Dahil kasi meron siyang business na manpower at saka mga canteen sa tindahan.
Ay kay Mayor Alice Go po. Mayor, gandang gabi po. Mayor, bakit po ninyo pinaaprubahan sa council yung dokumento po ng mga ng Pogo, walang letter of intent, walang DTI, wala lahat, pero naaprubahan po?
Your Honor, for that question po, I invoke my right against self-incrimination. May na-file na po sa akin na ombudsman po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, yun lang po.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Kong Hun. Yes, Congressman Jong.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if there are no other interpellants, I'd like to ask just two simple questions to
Okay,
NBI.
please make it short.
Yes, thank you.
The
NBI.
SDS has a manifestation to make, so please.
I'd like to ask, Mr. Chair, I'd like to address these questions to NBI. NBI po, yes. But I got curious po, a couple of days ago, there was a news that came out of the body double of Mayor Alice Go. I'd just like to know what's actually the relevance of catching this body double of Mayor Alice Go insofar as your investigation is concerned.
Mr. Chair, good evening again. With regards po dito sa sinasabi nating mga body double, no? There was a time na nung hindi pa po natin nalalaman na siya ay nasa ibang bansa, ay nabalita po na nakikita siya sa iba't ibang lugar, no? So, sa pag-iimbestiga po natin, ay may mga natuklasan tayo na meron siyang mga empleyado na hawig sa kanya. At posible, ito ay maaaring isang taktika para ilihis o ilinlang yung mga taong sumusubaybay para po ma-serve doon ang warrant of arrest ng contempt ng Senado po.
So, Mr. Chair. So, ibig sabihin po, parang decoy siya.
Parang ganun po ang lumalabas, Mr. Chair.
How many body doubles do we probably see? Isa lang po or mga decoys? Isa lang, dalawa, tatlo?
Sa amin pong pagsubaybay, isa lang po yung napansin namin, Mr. Chair.
So ito po ay ginawa deliberately to probably to ilihis yung investigation ninyo? Was there any deliberate in your investigation, was this done deliberately or in connivance with Miss Alice Go? With the, of course, with the permission of that particular person having to pose as Miss Alice Go?
Wala naman po kaming nakuhang ganong testimonya. Ito lang po ay isang anggulo na aming tiningnan. In fact, ang nasabpina na po natin at humarap na rin po sa NBI, yung pong sinasabi natin na kahawig niya at nagbigay na rin po ng testimonya sa NBI, Mr. Chair.
Okay. For my final question, Mr. Chair, so ibig sabihin, hindi naman ito, this is just the assumption and there was no obstruction of justice ever committed by this person? Because you're actually looking for a fugitive and there was a body double that came out. So there was no obstruction of justice ever been committed or established for you to be able to file any pertinent cases against this person, this double body of Miss Alice Go?
Mr. Chair, sa ngayon po ay iniimbestigahan pa po yan dahil meron pa rin pong ibang anggulong tinitingnan dito po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, but we are sure that we are in front of us is the real Alice Go, at least. Tama
Yes,
po.
Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Adjong. Senior Deputy Speaker Gonzales.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ma'am Alice, Ma'am Kasi, may tanong po ako sa inyo. Pilipino po ba talaga kayo?
Opo, Mr. Chair, Filipino po ako.
Ikaw, Ma'am Cassandra, Pilipina ka ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Mahal niyo ba talaga yung Pilipinas?
Opo, mahal ko po ang Pilipinas.
Mr. Chair.
Mayor Alice Goo, naging mayor ka po ng Bamban Tarlac. Every Monday, nagpa-flag racing kayo. Alam niyo kung kantahin yung Lupang Hinirang?
Opo.
Pwede mong, wag mong ikanta yung last sentence ng Lupang Hinirang.
Ang mamatayan na dahil sa'yo?
Nang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Totoo ba yan?
Opo.
Ba't mo kami pinapahirapan? Ba't nyo pinapahirapan yung Pilipinas? Hirap na yung Pilipinas. Alam mo ba yon? Alam mo ba yon? Hirap na po yung Pilipinas. Kaya tinanong kita kung mahal nyo po yung Pilipinas. Kami po, mahal namin yung bansa namin. Kung kayo'y Pilipino, dapat mahalin nyo rin yung bansa natin. Tinitingnan kita sa mata. Tinititigan kita sa mata. Eye to eye tayo. Kung sino yung matalo, yun yung hindi nagsasalita ng totoo. Diba? Hindi kita titingnan kita talaga mamaya. Pero may tanong ako sa iyo. Kilala mo ba si Michael Yang?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko po kilala si Michael Yang.
Kilala mo ba si Ong Jiang Yang?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko rin pong kilala yung Ong Jiang Yang.
Mayor Alice, dito sa research namin, si Ong Jiang Yang is one of the 7 individuals whose assets were frozen by the Court of Appeals in relation to the qualified trafficking investigation into the Banban, Tarlac, and it has been reported that accounts link Ong Jiang Yang with transaction amounting to 3.2 billion were used to finance Ong Sheng, a POGO firm that was raided of its illegal activities and has close ties to Alice Goals of Bao Fu Land Development Incorporated. Naniniwala po kayo dito sa aming research?
Mr. Chair, doon sa research nyo po, wala pong pumasok sa akin na pera at hindi ko po kilala yung sinabi nyo po ng Hong Jiangyang. Pero marami na po ako narinig po na ganun po na issue po about that.
Well, naitanong ko to